Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longstrugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longstrugs for all your shopping needs. The Supreme Court will keep pandemic-era immigration limits in place until the justices can decide a case related to the controversial issue. Advocates had hoped the court would end the restrictions put in place at the beginning of the pandemic under former President Donald Trump. The limits, collectively referred to as Title 42, were designed to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and have been used to expel some 2.5 million people seeking asylum in the United States. Officials have used the authority to turn away most asylum seekers at the border, leaving thousands of migrants gathered in Mexico. Immigration advocates sued to end the use of Title 42, saying the policy goes against obligations to people fleeing to the U.S. to escape persecution. They have also argued that the policy has become outdated as coronavirus treatments improve. The Supreme Court will take up the case in February. A leader in the plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has been sentenced to 16 years in prison. Adam Fox was sentenced today in federal court 4 months after he and Barry Croft Jr. were convicted of conspiracy charges. The sentence is the longest of anyone convicted in the plot so far, but fell short of a life sentence sought by prosecutors. Fox and Croft were accused of organizing a plan to kidnap Whitmer at her vacation home in hopes of inspiring a U.S. Civil War known as the Boogaloo. Fox, Croft, and 12 others were arrested after the FBI broke up the scheme. 2 men who were part of the conspiracy pleaded guilty and testified against Fox and Croft to receive substantial breaks of between 2.5 to 4 years behind bars. 3 members of a paramilitary group that trained with Fox were convicted of providing support for a terrorist act. Their sentences range between 7 and 12 years. A newly elected congressman from New York has admitted to lying about his resume and background. Representative-elect George Santos spoke with conservative news outlets on Monday after the New York Times uncovered inconsistencies in his biography. The Republican, who was elected in November to represent parts of northern Long Island and northeast Queens, confirmed some of the investigation's key findings. Santos lied about graduating from college, working for Citigroup and Goldman Sachs, and holding a real estate portfolio of 13 properties. The first openly gay Republican to win a House seat as a non-incumbent, also acknowledged owning thousands in unpaid rent and a previous marriage to a woman. Santos apologized for fabricating parts of his past, but said he plans to take the oath of office on January 3rd. Legal experts say he could face ethics investigations once seated. Speed may have been a factor in a car crash that killed an 84-year-old man in East Oahu on Monday. Police said a vehicle was traveling eastbound on Kalanianaole Highway Monday night when its driver lost control. The car struck a guardrail east of Hanauma Bay Road at about 7:35. The man was pronounced dead at the scene, while the 79-year-old woman who was driving suffered serious injuries. She was taken to a hospital in serious condition. Police said drugs and alcohol were not factors in the crash. It was the 55th traffic-related fatality on Oahu this year, compared to 46 at the same time last year. Southwest Airlines has again canceled thousands of flights after most other U.S. airlines recovered from the effects of a major winter storm. Southwest called off about 2,600 flights on the East Coast as of this afternoon. It also scrubbed 2,500 flights for Wednesday and nearly 1,200 for Thursday as it tried to fix its flight schedule. The company has not offered an explanation for the mass cancellations. It said many of its pilots and flight attendants were not in place to work their flights. Leaders of unions that represent Southwest pilots and flight attendants blame the company's crew scheduling software and management. The cancellations have caused thousands of customers to miss out on holiday plans. Some are still stuck in airports across the country. The mess has prompted a federal investigation by the Department of Transportation. Football fever is back. Pick up a copy of the Star-Advertiser or go online to submit your picks to meet or beat the score of the winning panelist. Every Friday, play each week, and you could win a trip for two to Las Vegas plus $500 cash. Also, one lucky winner will win a Big Green Egg Kamado Grill at the end of our Football Fever series. Good luck! For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.